Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a story that shaped not just a nation, but an entire civilization. We're talking about an event so monumental, so transformative, that it literally gave birth to China as we know it. The Great Flood. Now, this isn't just any old flood story. It's an epic tale of resilience, ingenuity, and the rise of dynastic power. Imagine a world plunged into chaos, a land submerged by relentless waters, and the incredible human spirit that rose to conquer it. For centuries, this flood was considered a myth, a captivating legend passed down through generations. Ancient texts, like the classic of history, describe a time when the world was one vast ocean, the mountains barely peaking above the waves, and people were forced to live in trees or caves. This wasn't just a local river overflowing, it was a cataclysmic deluge, lasting for generations, threatening to wipe out humanity. The sheer scale of this disaster is almost unimaginable, painting a picture of desperate survival against overwhelming odds. But what if I told you that this legend might actually be rooted in a staggering historical event? Recent archaeological discoveries are now lending incredible weight to this ancient narrative, bridging the gap between myth and reality. The hero of our story is Yu the Great. Before you, various leaders tried to control the flood, primarily by building dikes and dams to block them. But these efforts were futile. The waters were too powerful, simply overflowing or breaking through the barriers, often making things worse. It was a classic case of trying to fight nature head-on, and nature, as always, had the upper hand. The situation seemed hopeless. People were starving, homes were destroyed, and the future of their civilization hung by a thread. This period of despair is crucial to understanding the magnitude of Yu's eventual success. Then came Yu, a man of extraordinary vision and perseverance. Unlike his predecessors, Yu understood that you couldn't simply block the water. His approach was revolutionary for its time. Instead of fighting the flood, he decided to work with it, guiding it. He proposed a massive undertaking of dredging rivers, digging canals, and creating irrigation channels to allow the water to flow freely into the sea. This was a monumental engineering feat, especially considering the tools and knowledge available thousands of years ago. It required an immense understanding of hydrology and an ability to coordinate countless laborers across vast, challenging terrains. The scale of Yu's project was staggering. He spent 13 years tirelessly working, personally overseeing the construction. The legends say he passed his own home 3 times but never once stopped to rest inside. So dedicated was he to the task. His feet were reportedly so calloused they looked like wood, and his hands like stone. This level of personal sacrifice and unwavering commitment became a foundational aspect of Chinese leadership ideals. He wasn't just directing. He was leading by example, sharing in the hardship with his people. Imagine the sheer determination required, the endless days and nights, the constant struggle against mud, rock, and the relentless flow of water. This monumental effort wasn't just about moving water. It was about organizing society on an unprecedented scale. You divided the land into 9 provinces, establishing a hierarchical system for managing resources and labor. This act of organization, driven by the necessity of survival, laid the groundwork for centralized governance and the future dynastic system of China. It transformed disparate tribes into a cohesive unit, united by a common purpose and a shared struggle. This wasn't just infrastructure. It was nation-building in its most literal sense. And guess what? It worked. The waters receded, the land became fertile, and people could finally return to their homes. The success of Yu's project was nothing short of miraculous. The land, once a watery wasteland, was transformed into a habitable, agricultural landscape. This triumph not only saved the people but also cemented Yu's legendary status. He wasn't just a flood controller, he was seen as a savior, a true hero who brought order out of chaos. His methods proved that human ingenuity and collective effort could overcome even the most formidable natural disasters. After successfully controlling the flood, Yu was acknowledged as the most capable and virtuous leader. He was appointed as the successor to Emperor Shun, and upon Shun's death, Yu ascended to the throne, establishing the Xia dynasty. This is incredibly significant because the Xia dynasty is traditionally considered the first dynasty in Chinese history. While its existence has been debated for centuries, recent archaeological findings offer compelling evidence. The Erlitou culture, with its sophisticated urban planning, bronze metallurgy, and ritual artifacts, aligns remarkably well with the traditional descriptions of the Xia dynasty. For years, the Great Flood was largely considered a mythological narrative, a beautiful story used to explain the origins of civilization. However, in 2016, a groundbreaking study published in the journal Science provided startling geological evidence. Researchers discovered geological deposits consistent with a catastrophic flood on the Yellow River around 1920 BCE. This event was so massive that it could have blocked the river with a landslide dam, which then burst, unleashing a mega-flood of immense proportions, potentially one of the largest freshwater floods of the last 10,000 years. This discovery places the flood around the beginning of the Xia dynasty, creating a powerful link between the ancient texts and modern science. It suggests that the legend of the Great Flood might indeed be a folk memory of a real, cataclysmic event that directly preceded and influenced the formation of China's first dynasty. Imagine the impact of such an event on the collective memory of a people, how it would be passed down, embellished, but always retaining its core truth. This isn't just a story. It's a testament to human resilience in the face of nature's fury. The Great Flood and the epic tale of Yu the Great have had a profound and lasting impact on Chinese culture and political thought. Yu's selfless dedication, his innovative problem-solving, and his emphasis on public service became the ideal standard for future emperors and leaders. The story teaches the importance of working with nature rather than against it, of perseverance, and of prioritizing the welfare of the people. It symbolizes the triumph of human spirit and ingenuity over adversity, and the birth of a unified nation from scattered communities. This story illustrates the deep roots of Chinese identity, emphasizing collective action, sophisticated engineering, and strong, benevolent leadership as foundational elements. It's a powerful narrative that continues to resonate today, reminding us of the incredible feats human beings can achieve when united by a common goal. The Great Flood isn't just a chapter in history. It's the very first page of the grand narrative that is China. It's a testament to how challenges, even those as immense as a world-engulfing flood, can forge strength, unity, and ultimately, civilization itself. So, from a legendary deluge to the rise of an empire, the story of the Great Flood and Yu the Great is a captivating journey through time. It reminds us that even our oldest myths often hold kernels of truth, waiting to be uncovered by curious minds and groundbreaking discoveries. What an incredible story, right? Thank you so much for watching and for joining me on this historical adventure. If you found this dive into ancient China as fascinating as I did, please hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on more amazing stories from across the globe. We'll see you in the next one.